Hey guys, happy Thursday. Today I'm going to show you how to keep your chickens in egg all winter long. I am Libby. I am 39 weeks pregnant at the time of recording this video. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram if you want some baby updates. I am a crunchy mom who does a lot of gardening, and I have 4 chickens, and this is how I keep them laying all winter long. The first thing that you can do to keep your chickens in egg, increase the protein in their feed. So commercial feed basically does the least amount of protein as possible because that's what's cheapest for commercial chicken operations. And you can increase the protein in your feed by adding on a chicken treat. The one that I really like is this one from Grubterra. Grubterra uses food waste to make this product, and it's really high in protein, 36%, as you see right here. And this bag feeds 5 chickens per month. So you just need to give them a very small amount of treats, like a handful a day, and that will increase the protein content in their feed and help keep like their feathers healthy and gonna help them make more eggs. The other thing that you wanna do to keep your chickens in egg is make sure that they have calcium available at all times. What I use is a crushed oyster shell calcium, and I make sure they have a bucket full of this all the time. It's right next to their grit. And so they have both options available to them all the time, and that's gonna keep them a little bit happier, healthier, and in lay. Now, when I first started taking care of chickens, I was really worried about them being cold at night, and I thought I needed to heat the coop or something like that. You really don't need to do this, particularly in our climate. So I'm down here in South Carolina. At our temperatures, you do not need to worry about heating the coop at all. What you can do is provide them with deep bedding in their coop that helps like absorb their poop, and it puts off a little bit of heat because it's kind of like composting in there. And so I actually just use wood shavings from my dad's woodworking shop. So I have a big bag of those, and I just add layers on top and makes this nice thick layer in the bottom of their coop that keeps their coop warm enough, and they're totally fine. I don't use any artificial light as well. That is another way that people will increase their egg production, is put a light in their coop so it seems like the days are longer. I don't do that. All I have to do to keep my chickens in lay is add that protein and use deep bedding, and I push them onto new grass every day. So this is something that's gonna take like a little bit longer, like a couple of years, but if you have a winter cover crop, like I actually have clover growing in our backyard instead of grass, that lasts through the winter. Chickens are getting fresh greens all winter long, which is much better for them, means healthier eggs and more eggs for me, which makes me happy. So for my girls, I do 1 cup of grain here, and then I do almost a full cup of organic layer pellets. And then on top of that, I add their Grubterra treats. And I'll just add like an inch of these on top of the cup right here. Black soldier flies. I'm gonna bring the food out there, push the chickens, and show you the setup. All right, we are out here at the coop, and I'm gonna start with sprinkling this out in front of their coop and push them onto this new section of clover here. And then I actually gave them a pumpkin yesterday, just some old Halloween pumpkin. So I'm gonna move that out of the way before I push them to the next spot. So that pumpkin will go to our compost. I also just check that they have water. So right here is where I keep their grit and oyster shell. So you can see those are nice and full, both grit and oyster shell. This helps keep their eggshells nice and strong, and it's just another thing you can do to help your chickens lay eggs all winter long. All right, let's push these girls to their new grass. I think they are quite ready. When it's rainy and nasty outside like this, I keep this tarp on top to keep them dry. You don't want them to be wet and cold. If they are dry and cold, it's fine, but wet and cold is not good. So I keep this on here to keep the coop and the run nice and dry, and I take it off when it's sunny so they can get some nice sun. And hopefully you can see down there, they're real excited about their treats, pecking away at that. They love their grubs. They obviously go for that first, and then they'll eat the rest of the food, and then they'll scratch around and eat the grass up. You can kind of tell where we've been, that they've, you know, eaten through all that. And so, yeah. Then the next thing is our deep bedding. So in the coop, we have a nice, I don't know what this is, 3 to 4 inch layer of bedding, and I've got some straw and wood chips in here. And then what I used to do every day is scoop the poop that's like right on top. Some of it gets mixed in, which is totally fine, but just to keep it nice and clean in here, that's another key for happy birds, is a clean coop. And I'll go apply this over on my fruit trees. And this is basically how we fertilize our fruit trees. I'm not gonna give them any chemical fertilizer, but this chicken poop will sink down in there and give them all the nutrients they need. So guys, that is really it. That's all I do, and my chickens are pretty consistently laying an egg a day. Most days I say I get at least 3, and a lot of days 4, unless there's some sort of like, I don't know, weird thing, and very rarely I'll just get like 2 a day, but still that's enough for our family to at least have eggs whenever we need them. So I hope this video helps you to keep your chickens in lay all winter long, and to not have to go back to the grocery store to buy eggs when you have chickens in your backyard. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys back here next week. Bye.